Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I had a little bit of time today, so I thought I'd throw a little message here. Let's see what Spirit has to say. I hope you're all having a good day today. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light, please bring a message to my collective. It very well could just be a quick message. I'm not going to be on here long. Welcome in, Emma, Maureen. Pay attention to the road. The weather is very deceiving. It's rather chilly out there today. I went out there in a hoodie to go get some air, and it smelled like snow. So we very well could be having some sort of a storm come through. The temperatures dropped considerably. Welcome in there, Princess. Little bee. Had anyone told you lately that I love you? I love you, little bee. I love you right back, honey. I'm glad you're back on here. It's good to see you. I haven't had a text from you yet. I hope you're good. All right, Voice of Souls, what do we got going on for my collective today? What's a message for my collective? What do they need to know right now? Right off the get, I think somebody's been misguided. We got guide on the bottom of the deck, but it's in reverse. We got anger in reverse on the bottom of the deck now. All right, Spirit, what's going on? Voice of Souls? Out with it, will ya? Give me a message for my collective that I can clarify. Have you traveled yet? Have you got to where you need to do to get the testing done, or are you still waiting on that? You don't have to tell me the nitty-gritty. I just want to know. You can cryptically tell me or just send me a text. Either one. Spiritual message. Somebody's saying that it's not them, but it is. So somebody doesn't want to take accountability for something, but they were misguided. I guess they were lied to. That's the current message going out. Pray tell, Spirit, what's going on? Physical pain? It's not me. Okay? No duality, it's not me. So somebody doesn't want to take accountability. Somebody's been misguided. Somebody was lied to. Love and calm. Somebody still loves you. They want you to be calm. No loss. Calm. 1 of 3, took out plate and starting over. Okay. At least you're getting somewhere. It's progress. Welcome in, Gigi. Hey, Asia. Hey there, Ghost. What's going on? Spirit, please. Spit it out. Tell me something good. Okay, fine. I'm putting you down. There's no voice of souls messages. Is there karmics? Is the karmics? Is this what we need to deal with? Is there any karmic messages that we need to know about regarding whatever you're trying to tell me here, Spirit? Okay, I'll look at those. You want to throw them at me? All right, so somebody doesn't want to talk about it anymore. They don't want to throw gossip. They don't want to throw rumors anymore because they're telling lies. Something to do with the toxic family, toxic traits. Somebody's actually wanting to heal now. There's a cheater, pumpkin eater. So somebody's cheating on somebody. Somebody's being picky. And something about a Gemini. Okay. So tell me about this Gemini, please. Rejected, no longer rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. So somebody's no longer in isolation. What about this Gemini? They're not running, but they're toxic. They can't escape. They're not. They cannot be in denial anymore, and no more excuses. Okay, so this isn't a family. This is somebody that you know. Parading around in divine energy, but they're really not. What else about the Gemini? Something about a glow up, and something about they don't want you to take. They don't want you to slow down. They don't want you to have you time, and they don't want you to get out in nature. This almost flew off, right? Glow up is in its side, so there's no new opportunities, no new career, no successful business. Okay, masked on the bottom of the deck. What do we got on the top? Possibilities. Okay. Anything else? No longer hitting rock bottom. Overextended or over your head. So you're no longer drowning. Epiphany. Self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. Anything else for Gemini? Okay. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, and believe in yourself. All right? Let's clarify this. Can I get a clarification with the tarot for Gemini? We got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Anything else? We got the Nine of Cups in reverse, so this is no wish fulfillment. Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is like fast-moving energy, moving in, toxic, putting on, I don't know, this glow-up is on its side, so I'm thinking like some sort of glow-up or new career or successful business is on its, I don't know, it's on the fence, it's on hold. The King of Pentacles, okay. The Devil, toxicity, temptation, the Death card here, Seven of Swords, so somebody's plotting something. The World, so, okay, I don't know, there's some sort of something, the Wheel of Fortune isn't running into somebody's favor, there's no wish fulfillment, somebody's coming in fast, the King of Pentacles, about a death or a rebirth or an ending of some sort of collaboration or sneakiness, and something about leveling up. Okay, fucking weird. interesting. One advice you can give yourself if you can go back to your 20s, keep working with my grandmother, and when my grandfather says no, keep going anyway. Tell him to fuck off. That's what I would have told myself had I went back to my 20s. Because my grandmother would probably still be alive right now had I done that. Had I stood up to him, fucking right. But the biggest the thing, don't settle for less. When you first start off, don't get into a relationship. Focus on yourself. Focus on loving yourself, finding your self-worth, finding out what the hell you want to do with your life, and then move forward. Heal all the pain from your childhood and step into your power and allow the divine union to come to you rather than you get distracted with a bunch of fucking bozos. That's my 20-year-old advice. All right, I'm done with Gemini. Picky Peter, what's this one all about, Spirit? What's this about Picky Peter? Picky Peter's got standards, okay? He's not picky for no reason. What's going on with Picky Peter? Seven of Cups. See, he's focusing on himself. Seven of Cups in the reverse. You're not focused on the illusions or whatever's offered. You're just focused on yourself. All right, Picky Peter, what else? Nothing else? Okay, let's get a vibe check from that. What's the vibe check for Picky Peter? So you could be dealing with the Picky Peter. You might be actually the Picky Peter. Picky Peter is somebody that's got standards, that's very picky with what they consume with, what they take in as far as entertainment. They're very, very picky as to who they share their energy with. They have very high standards. Right? They only settle, they don't even settle. They only go for the best, right? And they go only with what's in alignment with them. That's who Picky Peter is. And the Seven of Cups in the reverse, that's totally, we've got drowning and clingy. So, I don't know, somebody's holding on? What's going on? What's going on with Picky Peter? Okay, so Picky Peter burned some bridges, and they're speeding up on something. They're no longer stressed out. There's no migraines, no worry. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, they're nurturing themselves, right? Maybe they're teaching somebody. Maybe there's mentoring an apprentice. Could be giving wisdom, giving back to the community, nurturing, gentleness. Maybe they're mothering themselves. Maybe they're giving back to themselves. They could be dealing with some sort of envy, some sort of competitive bullshit going on. Maybe they're just content with where they are right now. Somebody's established. They're wealthy and they're glowing up. So things are working out for Picky Peter, I guess. That's all right. Let's see. Okay, glow up is in the reverse. Love affair, dirty little secret, sex fix, down low. Nightlife, striptease, gamble, Vegas. So somebody's gambling about a love affair, dirty little secret. Okay. Hopeless, lost, depression, feeling a little bit of suicidal. Okay, well that was weird. Authority, discipline, father figure. Thrills, reverse, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addiction. So they're letting go of addictions. They're letting go of continuous cycles, bad decisions. They want to be unblocked. They don't want to move on. They've got something to say, and they want to call. Okay. Whatever that means. If that resonates with you, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Simple stuff, people. Simple stuff. If it's not your message, it's not your message. No big deal. Can I get cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater? Can I get some clarity on that one? Okay, so indecision. Can't make up their fucking mind. Well, clearly if they're cheating. They can't rest. Okay. Who are we talking about here, Spirit? Okay, something about walking away. Something about the lovers. Somebody's walking away to calmer waters. The Four of Swords reversed. Two of Swords. Okay. Well, Four of Swords and the Two of Swords is kind of on its side. So that's a Six of Swords. So yeah, and then we've got the Six of Swords here. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that would make it the Knight of Swords. So somebody's coming in fast. They're undecided. They can't rest. But they want to move to calmer waters. And there's some sort of love regarding this. Okay. They're having a hard time sleeping, I guess. They've got hope. So there's some sort of hope, or maybe they're hoping on a dream. Hoping on some sort of kind of something. What's the deal? Oh, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I kind of get a feeling they're trying to make up for something. They're feeling guilty. Oh, Five of Wands, some sort of conflict. Two of Cups. And Three of Pentacles. So maybe they're having conflict with a particular relationship and they want to work with you. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater, but they're leaving you in the dark about something and they're lying. There's some sort of message and they're lying. Something about a King of Cups. They want to, you know, maybe you should keep your heart guarded on this one. I think you went through a lot of shit with this person. They very well could have been cheating on you. You need to really guard your heart and really know where you're going with this heart space, because if this dumbass is cheating on you, I don't know, you might want to walk away from this with the Six of Swords and have hope for a new beginning somewhere else. But we could be talking about a Gemini. We could be talking about a water sign here. We could be talking about an Aquarius. What else? That's all I really see here. Could be a Leo. I doubt it, but could be a Leo. Somebody's leaving you in the dark about something. Whatever. Onward and forward. Let's see. The more you feel, the more you heal. Take time to transmute the pain inside you. So yeah, instead of doing these rebounds where you're just popping off and going off to the next person, take some time for yourself. Okay? Probably your best bet, whoever this message is for. The more you feel, the more you heal. Can I get some more confirmation on that? Yeah. Somebody's throwing away the ability to stand up for themselves. Okay? They're feeling helpless. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Something about independence. What about? Okay, Eight of Swords in reverse. So somebody's no longer in their head about something, about things being said. They might have felt trapped. You might have felt trapped. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a crumbling of some sort of foundation. Business, family, something regarding that. Legacy. There's a crumbling of that. Somebody's feeling kind of out of place. Quite possibly. There's a wishy-washy bullshit going on, though. Right? One minute they want you, the next minute they don't. They're being very wishy-washy. They don't know exactly how to come in and talk to you about this, but they want to give a cup of love or something, but they don't want to heal, by the looks of it. Their whole foundation and legacy fell apart. They're no longer in their head about it. They see things for what they are. They're wanting some sort of independence, but they're helpless. Okay? But they're not willing to heal by the looks of it. So, I don't know. I'd be kind of weary as to taking in on this particular situation ship, shall we say? Okay. Right? Yeah. Fessing up to their mistake, taking responsibility for their actions. Fucking right, Marine. Couldn't have said it better myself. Toxic traits due to a toxic family. What are we talking about here, Spirit? Oh. Oh, magic manipulation, eh? Okay. Pray tell, what's going on? With that going on the floor, the magician, it started off in the reverse. So this is manipulation. And with it going out onto the floor, this is throwing away your ability to manifest. And it's something to do with the family. So I think your family, there could be a family here doing dark magic, trying to thwart you from manifesting your best life. I fucking hate that. They best climb up fuck off mountain and jump off the other side, because I don't want nothing to do with that. What's the deal? Yeah, so be patient. The toxicity's on its way. They're casting illusions, feeling defenseless. They don't want you sticking up for yourself. They want you to submit. They want you all in your emotions. The toxic family can fuck right off, because who the fuck cares? The Ace of Wands. Yeah, they can't rest. Okay, the Four of Cups. Right? Oh, they deserve better treatment than that. You should give your family respect. Yeah, they're toxic as fuck. They can fuck right off. How about that? Leave me the fuck alone. Let me live my life. Yeah, there's a new beginning coming in. Okay? Something about a Queen of Cups. Apparently you're supposed to keep your heart open for that. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, 10 of Cups in the reverse. When pigs fly, okay? King of Cups in the reverse. All right. Somebody being very emotionally manipulative. Gonna throw some guilt trips. Ooh. All the fucking guilt trips all my life, I'm done with it. Get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, you went through an awakening. We got the Hermit in the reverse here. You went through a total awakening because of this toxic ass bullshit. You had to heal. And now they want you to open up your heart. Make it make sense. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Make it make sense and boom, 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 boom. What do we got? Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. Oh, Page of Pentacles. Interesting. What else? Ah, the Strength in the reverse. Okay. What else? The Page of Cups and the Lovers. Okay. So, it could be a Gemini. It could be a Leo that very well could be coming forward. But this is not particularly good information anyway. They got some sort of message about some sort of stability. Maybe it's an offer, but they really don't know how to come in. They're coming in on the side. So they're coming in manipulating you, right? They want to manipulate you. They want to be all wishy-washy. One minute they love you, the next minute they want to rip your fucking head off. That's probably the energy they're coming in with. But we got the 10 of Pentacles, so there's definitely some sort of something here. Maybe dealing with a family or dealing with a legacy or some sort of inheritance of some sort. Whatever. But they're manipulating. You know, they want to throw away your whole idea of manifesting your best life or something along that line. Like, if that's the whole case, just keep the manipulation to yourself and leave me the fuck out of it. Just leave me the fuck alone. Let me get on with my life. Okay? What about these lies? Let's get a vibe check on Timmy. Timmy the Truther, Holy Revealer, toxic, drama, clingy ass bullshit. Hello. Of course they're lying. You know, they want to come in, cause drama, arguments, old exes, dead relationships, old ways. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, they're definitely not coming in to nurture. Stagnant, stuck, dead end, frozen, right? So they want to get you stuck. They don't want you moving forward, collective. If they wouldn't, if they would just stop their fucking lying and stupid ass bullshit, I don't know. What else? Oh, yeah, there's no apology here. There's no apology. Whatever. A glow up in the reverse. Pray tell me truth or tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. Right? They want you to be stressed out. Right? They can't let go of you. Right? Could be an old ex, a dead relationship. This could even be family. This could be a bunch of different people. But it's like somebody that's lying on your name, right? They got a whole bunch of fucking defamation of character bullshit going on. They're very toxic, just wanting to cause drama. Yeah, they're out of control. Right? They probably won't even make it to you, right? If they're that out of control, you know, they're probably going to be like thrown off into the ditch or something. I wouldn't doubt it. Not that I wish it on anybody, but you know, when you're protected, you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected, and you got somebody coming at you with ill intention. Oh, a narcissist? Hello. You know, when you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected, and you got some dumbass liar coming at you with ill intentions, that don't happen, right? Because you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected, right? You're a VIP in the divine world, so you're protected. So anything coming at me or my collective, let it be thrown back to sender. We don't even want that stanky ass energy to transmute. You can have it. Yeah, they just want to bring chaos. Right? No, it's okay, honey. You're good. You're off for a helicopter ride. That's amazing. I'm jealous. I've never been in a helicopter. So that seems like a fun ride. Yeah. Enjoy your day. That's amazing. So yeah, don't get all in your emotions. Don't be worried, and don't be in any fear. Okay. They're all a bunch of fucking idiots telling lies anyway, right? Yeah, you blocked them out. That's why. And they don't want you to cut ties. They don't want you to be free. They don't want you standing up for yourself. They don't want you awakening. Well, they can eat it. They can eat dirt. Yeah, you've set up boundaries. You blocked them out. Right? And you're not in fear anymore. You know, fuck around and find out. That's what it's all about. You know, you want to fucking throw lies around, then it is what it is. But some of them are speechless. They don't know what to say, really. You know, you burnt the bridges. Pray tell, what's going on? Hopeless, right? They want you suicidal. They want you lost. They want you feeling depressed. Like, no, I'm moving on with my life. That's what happens. I'm done feeling worthless. I'm done being the scapegoat. I'm done being the idiot of the family. You know, y'all can just fuck off. You guys didn't even call me for my birthday. Fuck you. Fuck you and your bullshit. To the ones that actually did call me for my birthday, I love you. But the ones that didn't, eat it. Exhausted, burnt out, burdened, empty. That's how they want you to feel, collective. Give me a break. Oh, rumors, gossip. A bunch of fucking nosy assholes is what they are. And they're all salty because you're telling the truth. And you're taking out all the fucking chaos out of your life, finally, right? And they're thinking that you're procrastinating, taking your time doing this or that, right? There's no fucking possibilities whatsoever, right? You're not longing for them. You don't want no reunion with them. Like, you don't want to make up with them. They're a bunch of toxic assholes that just lie. Why would you want to make up with that? Like, it's bullshit. Stay the fuck away from me. You know? I don't know about you, collective, but I'm done. I'm done with bullshit, right? I don't tell people when my birthday is. I tell them my week of my birthday, and that's about it. My birthday is in the first 2 weeks of April. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is laughing at these people thinking that they're going to try to get at you. Because you're divinely protected. Okay? He's sitting there fucking giggling at these bogus assholes. Okay? And also I'm getting, like, through a channel that you're going to be the last one laughing. Okay? They want to come at you. They want to spread rumors and lies and a whole bunch of bullshit behind your back to defame your character. Yeah. And then they want to bitch at the fact that you're sticking up for yourself. Fuck off. Leave me the fuck alone. Right? Stay the fuck out of my way. You're going to get stepped the fuck on. I don't give a shit who you are. You getting in my way? Not probably a good idea to do. I'm not here to fucking play stupid ass games and play drama. I'm done with it. I've had it. Stupid people and their children. Oh, their parents. Save the fucking children. The parents are the problem. Alright, getting out of this energy. Spirit, what's going on? Let's do an overall collective. Let's do an overall collective. What do we need to know right now? Preferably good news, because fuck the bullshit. I'm done with that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm a bit of a spicy pepper today. So, yeah. Anyway. Ace of Crystals and the Ace of Shells. So you're getting it all, collective. Yep, you're getting it all. You're getting new love. You could be loving on yourself. You could be finding self-worth. You could be the Ace of Pentacles. That very well could be a new offer. You know, you're going to find out that people actually love you. Oh my goodness, really? Okay. And the High Priestess, High Priest. So you could be very intuitive. You could be calling it as you see it. You could be taking your rose-colored glasses off. You're probably done with the sugar-coating bullshit. Giving people the benefit of the doubt because they didn't deserve it in the first place. You know. Hey, Dot. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. Grand rising. Grand rising to all of you. Welcome in, bloke. Okay. Spirit, what do we got? We got the shadow on the bottom. So do some shadow work. Do some healing. Okay? Self-empowerment is needed. Okay? You need to really focus on your ambitions, focus on what you need to do, and when you're not doing your shadow work, it's holding you back from that. Okay? So dig deep. The deeper that you dig into your subconscious and the deeper you go into your trauma, the better you can get at the root to rip that fucking bitch right out. Instead of you just chopping off the top all the time, get the courage, put your scuba gear on instead of your snorkel gear and your mask, and go deep into your subconscious. Get to the root of the problem and rip that bitch right out of the ground. Okay? Yes, I do, Lizzie. This is a safe space for gay, straight, and trans people. LGBTQ safe and sound here. And if you don't like that, not my fucking problem. I would hope you like that. Because if you're not liking the fact that it's a safe space and you want to be ignorant, you can keep walking. If you're good with it, then subtract that comment. It's all good. This is a safe space. So, it is what it is. You like the day shift? That's all right. All right, so 6 of acorns. Somebody's being exposed. Somebody's being exposed for something. Somebody's not walking away. Somebody can't walk away from something. The King of Feathers. You're standing on some sort of truth. Knight of Crystals. They've got nothing to offer you, and they're taking their sweet-ass fucking time. Okay? Ace of Acorns. Some new beginning is not happening. Whatever. The Hermit. Somebody's going to be coming out of an awakening. Going to be brought out of their comfort zone, I guess. Whatever that means. Anyway. Pray tell. Somebody's leaving you in the dark about something. What about? The Knight of Feathers. So somebody's coming in with some sort of information. They're taking action. There's some sort of focus happening. What do we got? Stop going that way. Ah, they're strategizing. Strategizing. Okay? What are they strategizing about? On how to keep you from moving forward? Is that what? Because that's a bullshit move. Or maybe they were trying to strategize about not allowing you to move forward. That could be it. All right. 9 of Shells. There's some sort of wish fulfillment. 9 of Feathers in reverse. They see the wish fulfillment. 10 of Acorns. They're trying to move over some sort of responsibility. Transfer responsibility. And the Tower. Okay, so there's some blunt changes happening. Some sort of towers falling. Whatever that means. 10 of Crystals. So some sort of truth about some offer not coming to you. About a 10 of Crystals. Okay? So, I don't know. Somebody's got some sort of bad news. So there's some sort of stability that's not coming. Whatever that means. The Chariot on its side. Ace of Acorns. Reverse. Discipline, determination. Page of Shells. Intuition and inspiration. With the Hermit. Some sort of an awakening. About somebody not being able to move forward. Somebody suffering. Somebody's new beginning is blowing up in their face. Intuition, inspiration. The Tower, again, coming out. Knight of Feathers, 7 of Feathers. So there's some sort of collaboration to bring about a tower to someone. Somebody's not walking away from something. Somebody's being exposed for 6 of Feathers in the reverse, not walking away for speaking truth. Somebody's speaking truth and not walking away because somebody is speaking truth. Knight of Crystals, there's no offer. I don't know. The 2 of Shells in the reverse. So somebody's unbalanced. There's definitely not a relationship here going on. Whatever that means. The King of Shells. There's some sort of harmony here. 8 of Shells in reverse. So somebody doesn't want to walk away. 10 of Crystals in the Chariot. Somebody's not walking away from something. The King of Shells isn't walking away. Whatever. 8 of Acorns. Something being stopped in its tracks. The Chariot. Some sort of determined way forward of intuition and inspiration. 8 of Acorns coming to a complete stop. The Hermit, some sort of awakening. Ace of Acorns in reverse. This is bullshit. 2 of Acorns moving forward. New partnership, quite possibly. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Ace of Crystals in the reverse. Right? So somebody's not going to be retaining something. It's like there's a transfer wealth. There's a transfer of something. Somebody's getting exposed. Somebody can't walk away from what they've, because somebody's speaking truth. And they've been waiting forever for some sort of offer that never showed up. They've been having a hard time moving forward. I can totally relate to that. And this whole awakening happened because of this inability to walk forward. There's some sort of action being taken, collaboration, preparedness, resourcefulness. The Ten of Crystals, something about stability, attainment. So they're moving forward, they're collaborating, they are strategizing about some sort of Ten of Crystals, about a movement forward. Page of Shells, using their intuition, causing a tower for King of Cups. Eight of Shells that can't seem to walk away from trying to end something for you. So they're being very conniving, right? They're showing up like a King of Shells, but it's like their heart is guarded. Like, it's not like they're showing up with harmony. There's a way forward. There's insight. There's focus, and there's a Wheel of Fortune. And so something is working in somebody's favor, but it's not going to be exactly what the offer is. Like the Ace of Crystals here in the reverse. Like there's some sort of prosperity. So it's like somebody's stealing trying to steal somebody's prosperity. Ten of Acorns, you're putting an end to it. Nine of Feathers. So this is somebody quite possibly in spiritual jail, or they're doing some really, really deep, courageous healing at this point. They're having no other choice, but to change their perspective and empower themselves to move forward. Okay, what's the Cap card? We got the Six of Crystals in the reverse, so basically breadcrumbing you. So they were breadcrumbing you. That's what they were, and they were just basically, telling you little bits and pieces, whatever, not really doing anything. Four of Crystals. So whatever's going to happen, you need to, I don't know, keep it to yourself. You're allowed to be a little bit selfish, I think. Just stay to yourself, maybe. Page of Acorns in the reverse with the Seven of Shells. So somebody's coming forward with or maybe they're not discovering this. Choice and ambitions. Maybe they didn't discover this, or maybe it was hidden. Maybe it's hidden from you. Right? The seven of these illusions. Something was hidden through illusions. And then we've got the Five of Feathers. So somebody wants to reconcile something. They were trying to hide something. Is what it is. And they were trying to thwart you. Keeping you from moving forward. Seven of Crystals. So you've been working hard on something. And I think it's more or less you working hard on moving forward. And somebody's been trying to hold you back and keep you thwarted. And this is like a divine path that you're walking. Okay, something to do with the Ten of Crystals, right? It very well could be somebody's coming to tell you about a particular Ten of Crystals. But it's been taking a heck of a long time for it to get to you. I'm done with this energy. Ultimately, I don't know. I do, but I don't. I'm just done with that energy. Like, they can go kick rocks for all I care. They can go eat rocks for all I care. I'm done. Like, I personally, in my own position, I feel so disrespected by these people that I'm disgusted, right? And you're probably feeling the same way, collective. You're probably feeling the same way. And I don't blame you one bit. And don't you dare feel guilty for it. Don't you dare let them make you feel guilty for fuck all anything. Okay? You work hard for your money. You work hard to succeed and to be there for not only yourself, to show up for yourself, but to show up for other people. And people are trying to ruin that? Get out of here. They don't think you're worthy of that spot? Fuck you. Like, enough is enough. Mind your business. Mind your business. Pharaoh Tarot, can you, like, clarify this for us, please? Tell us what we need to know about this bullshit. Your business associates will misunderstand you and cause disagreements. This will be an error on their part due to their ignorance and limited thoughts. Well, hello. Tell me more. What's the scoop, Pharaoh Tarot? Tell me more. What's the deal on this bullshit? Is there anything else? Thank you. Okay. So, you find people distrust you because they feel sure that you are not sincere over your motives. People suspect that behind a friendly manner, you are only making use of them. Yeah, fuck off. Get out of my face then. I don't need you. Beware of loss of cash through treachery. Quarrels could arise with business partners or relatives. You could be in danger through travel or a journey over water. Really? I don't travel over water unless it's in my kayak. Okay? And I don't plan on going on no trip to go over water. Anyhow, you are being handicapped by material greed. You are too self-centered and would progress quicker if you took advice from your associates or relatives. Okay. This is going to be a time when you will possess great power over your own fate and also over the destiny of others. With effort, you will achieve prosperity and respect. Yeah, so this was in the black, in the upper black. I just got on a fucking tangent with the with the red. But either way, like, this is definitely a misunderstanding that they're thinking to begin with. So this is like right on the money for this bullshit. And I got a warning with the Voice of Souls earlier, basically stating that somebody was coming in with very toxic energy, thinking that they're gonna throw wool over my eyes. So it's like, yeah, I'll pass on all that bullshit. Can I know a little bit more, Spirit? Pharaoh Tarot. What's the scoop? Beware of future selfish actions. Problems over money and uncertainty over the future could lead you to overeat or drink too much. Well, I don't drink, and I maybe eat one meal a day if I'm lucky, so good luck with that one. You are wasting time because you are over generous to others. Yeah, I am. I give a lot. You should say no more often. People tend to take you for granted. You cannot and should not try to be friends with absolutely everyone. I'm only friends with those that are actually nice to me and that are actually willing to have good intentions. Everybody else can take their leave. The future shows a time of change, but you will manage this easily without worry. Watch carefully for an opportunity to elevate your position through travel or a change of occupation. Bring it on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's take a look at the whispers of the animals. Let's see what they got to say. I will do a little bit of a itty bitty here of an intuitive. I'm not going to sit here and read out the cards because I've read them out like 30 times, like too many times. So I'm going to use these as intuitive. So you're going to find the pathway. So if you don't know the pathway forward, collective, it's going to be there. Okay, but right now it's all in divine timing, right? You're being guided, guarded, and protected at this time. So you got to go when the iron's hot, right? Because you want something to work with, right? There's no sense making anything out of a lukewarm iron, right? You got to throw that iron in the hot fire, in the hot coals, get it all nice and goldy glowing, and then you take it to the whatever and smash the shit out of it. Anyway, Anyway, let's see. Spirit, animal totems, what messages do you have for my collective? We'll do a 5-stack. What's going on with my collective? What does my collective need to know right the fuck now? Alright, somebody's throwing some black magic out at you. Or some sort of muggle. I'm kind of getting muggle. Supernatural is in reverse, so I'm thinking that's like a muggle. Somebody that doesn't believe in the supernatural, somebody that don't believe in ghosts or magic or anything. But you're an old soul, okay? So if you don't believe in magic, shame on you. Magic believes in you, and magic is within you. So, yeah. Anyway, what else is new? Animals of the zodiac or familiars, what do you got to say to my collective? What do we got going on? Alright, so some sort of prosperity in the reverse. Infinite possibilities kind of on its side. And then we've got patience. So somebody don't got no patience because of not so many possibilities about taking away your prosperity. Okay, so maybe this is kind of confirming earlier's message that somebody's trying to thwart you or steal some sort of prosperity from you, and it's not going to work. They're losing out on the possibility to steal this money, right? Or even take away your possibilities of prosperity, all right? They got no more patience left. What else? They're really trying to ruin you. They're really trying to rip you apart. They're trying to take away your... they're not a very good friend at all, by the looks of it. They're trying to thwart and stop your protection, right? Because I'm kind of getting a picture of whack-a-mole. Like, they're trying to get out of the box, and the divine's, like, whack-a-moling them every time they try to pop their head out to leave and escape. So they're not getting out of this, whatever the situation is. Yeah, you're made of greatness. And this is why the divine's protecting you. What's going on? What is going on, Spirit? Somebody hates you. Somebody hates your flipping guts. What's going on? Tell me more, tell me more. Yeah. Don't take any action. Gray rock them. So if they show up and they're trying to instigate something, try to get you to react, don't react. Take no action. Because if they hit you, you can lay them right the fuck out. Okay? You're going to be able to protect yourself, but take no action. Take no first action. Just listen, maybe listen to what they have to say, or don't even open the door. One of the two. Depending on who it is, depending on what the situation is. But if you feel like you're going to be in a hostile situation, they're going to attack you. Unless they're coming at you with some sort of a knife or something, or, you know, if they want to, you know, do something stupid with a weapon, then, yeah, do something about it. But, you know, save yourself. But somebody hates you. Whatever. Whoever hates you, I hope they get hemorrhoids. Yeah. They don't want you having community support, right? And I think you have community support. That's the thing, right? You're very assertive. And because you're assertive and you are greatness, all right? And you have divine protection, this friend that's no longer a friend, quite possibly, an ex-friend, hates your guts. Because their head's getting sore from divine whacking them on the head so many times. But whose fault is that? Fucking whack-a-mole winner. I should make a card for that. Whack-a-mole winner. or whack-a-mole wanker, maybe. Yeah, your community's like kicking it with you. Your community is, you know, this very well could be protection too. So you could have some white lighters or some very powerful individuals within your community that care about you and love you and, you know, cherish you or whatever the case. They know that there's some sort of greatness here. I'm really kind of getting mutual connection, mutual protection. Um, no, this is a very strong, good energy here that I'm getting here. I'm also getting you're untouchable. They can't touch you. Because if they do, they're going to be in a hurt. They're going to be hurt. Yeah. But Spirit's saying take no action. Right? If they're going to come and lash at you, they can lash at you, but you'll be taking care of it. Yeah, they don't want they don't want you. Okay. So something tells me there's some sort of lies or deception going on, and they don't want you to have a rebirth, right? They want to end this rebirth, and this is clarifying the community, right? This is clarifying your protection. This is clarifying your old soul, right? And they don't have any patience, right? So that's why they're coming in. But you need to be assertive with the situation. Be assertive, but take no action. It's kind of like hurry up and wait. Internet. Hurry up and wait, dial-up internet. Remember that? The screechy-ass sound as the dial-up started and took over your whole phone line? How things have changed, right? Now action is in the right side up. Pray tell. Let's go. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left. Let's go, Spirit. Greatness and assertive. What's the clarification on that? Thank you. Mystic. Yeah, they want to make you into a fraud. You very well could be very intuitive. You could be a mystic. And they don't want that to happen. They want to lay you to rest. That's what it is. What, are they going to shoot me? Are they going to shoot me? I'm going to haunt them. Right? Why would you go and you do that to somebody that's spiritual? They're just going to haunt you. They're going to haunt your dreams. They're not going to let you sleep. Get prepared for it. Right? Specifically, somebody that's protected. I've been in an accident. I've had my life flash before my eyes. I've had a gun to my head. I've had knives to my throat. I've been electrocuted. You know, I've been drowned in a fucking pool. And what else? Let's see. There's a whole bunch of other shit. I'm still fucking here. Like... Make it make sense, please, Spirit. 3 more cards. That's all I want. 3 more cards. Alright, we got the shaman. They want to discredit you as a shaman. Meanwhile, you've got a lot of wisdom within you. And they don't believe you deserve a guardian. Like, who the hell has the audacity to think that they're going to dictate to you about your life? Like, really? Any ill will, any magic, any ill action towards me or my collective, let us be divinely guided, guarded, and protected to keep us safe. And anything that's coming at us, let it be automatically banished, and let them receive what they wish to do, if it's anything ill will. So whatever ill will, whatever dark magic, whatever voodoo, schmoodoo, whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. Anybody coming at me and my collective, you're not even going to reach us. You're not even going to get to there. You're not even going to get to your destination. You're going to be dealt with before that happens. You're going to meet your fucking maker if that's what you want to do. If you're trying to get us to meet our maker, you're going to meet the maker instead. And then you're going to sit there and have to think about it in purgatory for the rest of existence. Indefinitely. Why? Because you're a fucking idiot and you should know better. That's why. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is. I'm done with these ones. Fuck that. Dragons, give us some good news, please. Give us some good news for my collective. I'll pick 3. 1 off the top, 1 off the bottom, 1 out of the middle. All right, I'll do it. They picked for me. Let's see, what do we got? Lilac Dragon transmutes through the power of the divine love. Fucking right, baby. Open up to transient love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Fire Dragon burns up the lower energies around you. Yes, good job. Thank you, Fire Dragon. Where's my marshmallows? You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul's pathway. Okay, burn, baby, burn. Gold and silver violet flame dragon transmutes the old around you with the wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. Okay. Omega dragon harnesses the divine feminine power of creation. Intention. Hold your vision. Birth the higher consciousness. All right. So you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected. You just need to transmute a lot of bullshit that you're dealing with, and that's okay. You'll get through it. Right? Just have faith. Know that you are in balance. Everything's going to work out better than expected. These dumbasses that think that they're going to thwart you or do something, they're in for a rude awakening. That's all I got to say. They should know better, ultimately. They really should. They really should. They want to fuck around and find out? So be it. The thing is, collective, when you're dealing with toxic people, toxic family, toxic friends, toxic, and you just cut them out of your life, it gets a lot more peaceful. You might be alone for a while, but if you have enough time with the divine to allow them to fill your heart space and to fill your soul and to fill you with the unconditional love that you would receive from the divine, it is literally unbreakable. Okay? Nothing will get in. As long as you stay in your North Node energy and you don't allow the karmic bullshit to grab you and pull you back down into your South Node, okay? As long as you're staying in your North Node energy and you are in a beautiful energy that way, things are going to change for you, ultimately. Things will change for you, okay? Because as you heal and change your inner world and what you're dealing with, your outer world starts to change. It has no other choice but to morph and transform. Okay? So just remember that when you're doing your healing, know that whatever work you're dealing with, you get your scuba gear on and you go deep, you cut it out, you rip it out by the root. All these weeds that don't belong in your subconscious anymore, weeds as in shit that you don't want in your life, to release it, right? Things that just keep festering and growing. It's all that shit you sweep under the rug and you don't deal with. Sit with it, look at it, heal it, show it compassion, show it forgiveness, show it love, okay? And I guarantee you, as you start to do that and transmute that shit, it's gonna change your fucking life, and for good, okay? It's gonna be a good thing, okay? So what is it to just sit there a little bit more with your trauma? You've been sitting there dwelling as a victim all these years. What's one more hour or so to show it compassion, show up with some warrior boots on, maybe a sword and a fucking shield, and go at it and, cut it the hell out. Why hold on to it? Why deal with it? Show it compassion, find out where you can show up and be accountable to it, and learn from the situation. okay? This could be somebody trying to drop on your boundaries, right? Try to keep you stagnant, whatever. They're trying to manipulate you. They're trying to guilt trip you. Don't allow that shit to happen. If anybody's coming in with that energy, block them out. No, I'm not accepting this. You want to come at me and you want to talk to me like a human being? Fine. But if you think you're going to come forward and try to guilt trip me, get out of my life. The art of detachment and detaching from these imbeciles, these dark souls, is the best thing that you could ever do. You might be a little bit alone, but as soon as you fill that soul in your heart with divine love, unconditional divine love, there's nothing, no one that's ever going to fill that up. There's nobody that's going to match that, right? And this is the love that you have for yourself and your higher power. Okay? You can't get any better. Okay? And the divine is not going to betray you. Okay? The divine gives you life. The divine is what brings you here. The divine gives you this ability to live and experience and to live your best life. So to believe in that and to hold that within your heart, that's the secret. That's the secret. So, is there any other messages, Spirit, that we need to know about? Yeah, stand up for yourself. Stick up for yourself. Orb yourself. Protect yourself. Do what you need to do. You got all those little ugly sticks sitting there waiting for you. And one's ready for you to pick up and smack somebody in the side of the fucking head if they need it. Right? So, stick up for yourself. Right? Don't fall victim anymore. You're done with that mentality. Step up. Okay? Don't allow people to dictate to you how you're going to live your life. You know, be considerate, be compromising to some degree. You know, be a team player, but don't be an idiot. Don't be an asshole. Right? You can still stick up for yourself and be classy at the same time. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Sometimes you just don't have to do fuck all. You know? Sometimes you just don't need to say shit. Sometimes you don't need to go anywhere. Sometimes you just need to be in your own energy. Right? But somebody, because you're sticking up for yourself, I'm thinking somebody's scared of you. They're petrified. Right? There's some sort of toxicity here. What's this? Oh, and manipulation, right? So be patient. Okay? There's some sort of Leo, or there's some sort of something coming in. Strength in the reverse. They're very powerless. They've got nothing left. And they're in their emotions. They can't rest. The Four of Cups here, so they think that they deserve more. The Ace of Wands. And the Lovers in reverse. So somebody's not balanced in their heart space. They want to come forward. They want a new beginning with you. They think they deserve better. They're not satisfied with what they have. And they can't rest. And there's some sort of manipulation. There's some sort of toxicity. You just need to be focused on what you're doing. And focused moving forward. Okay? And don't worry about all the distractions. Okay? What else? What do we got? Yeah. You're moving up. You're moving up. And I think there's somebody here, quite possibly could be a karmic Gemini. I'm kind of getting a male Gemini rather than a female Gemini. But there's some sort of... something's not happening anymore. Something's not happening. The Magician in reverse. Toxicity. Something to do maybe with the Capricorn. I don't know. Capricorn, Leo energy. There's a Gemini energy here. There's a Pisces energy here. I don't know. I do, but I don't. Take it or leave it. Right? Like, there's so much toxicity right now. And I gotta speak on this. I can't hold it in any longer. Okay? When you come into the world, okay, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're a boy or a girl, okay, doesn't matter what parts you have, okay, because each and every single one of us, I don't care who you are, every single one of us has masculine and feminine traits. This is how you get your girly guys. This is how you get your tomboys, tomboy girls. Okay, this is how that energy balances out. Okay, and the thing is that we've got some people out here that are literally opposite spectrum. Okay, and they're known as trans people. Okay, they are literally women living in a male body and males living in a woman's body. Okay, their whole essence of their character, of who they feel they are, is totally opposite to what they have as their gender. Okay, and honestly, these are people that the Creator has brought here to bring balance to the earth. Okay, they've been brought here to bring balance to the earth, and they're literally being chopped up and killed and murdered and beaten the shit out of because of their far spectrum balance. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, and it doesn't matter where you are on that spectrum, okay? There's a reason for you having that spectrum, and there's a reason why you're in that particular notion or that particular moment or energy. Okay? The biggest thing is that you need to go within yourself, heal any wounds that you have, any abandonment, anything that's going on, and you need to show yourself love, your own self-love. Okay? And you need to be very, very truthful with yourself, first off. Okay? There's a lot of people out there, gay, straight, trans, whatever demographic, whatever part of the spectrum you are, that are damaged, that are abused, that have been beaten, all because of that. Okay? And as far as I'm concerned, the people, the abusers, should be ashamed of themselves. Okay? Because they're just as much of a human as I am, as you are, as a black person is, as whatever. Okay? And we've had a lot of minorities, all right, come and go. We've had a lot of minorities get picked on, get beaten, get thrown to the wolves, and, you know, they usually end up coming back leading the pack, right? But unfortunately, may they rest in peace, some aren't so lucky. Okay? One of my closest friends was trans, okay? And they committed suicide a couple months ago because of all the bullshit going on around the world. Okay? They OD'd on a very, very stupid, very, very strong drug that I'm not going to mention in my chat. And I've been absolutely devastated ever since. I'm still in shock at this point, and I haven't grieved it. Because I'm still in shock at the fact that they're not here anymore. Okay? And I cared very, very deeply for this person. And, you know, it's a shame that people get to the point where they have the feeling or the need to use very, very hardcore drugs in order to not feel how they feel anymore. And it's mainly because of the way that they're being treated. And these people that are abusing these people, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm absolutely fucking disgusted. Okay? And I'm not going to mention any politics, but they best give their fucking heads a shake before, you know, they might as well just invite the Nazis back into power. Okay? They might as well just chop a bunch of Jews' heads off and laugh about it. Because that's pretty well what's going on right now. Okay? And I got no problem with Jews. I got no problem with anybody. Okay? I'm very loving, very kind. And yeah, you know what? My talk and my conversation's a little intense. But you know what? Every human life matters. There's a lot of people out there that have been abused, that have been manipulated, that have been slaves. I don't agree with any of it. The people behind all that abuse should be ashamed of themselves. Okay? They should be ashamed of themselves for putting people through that type of abuse. Okay? And this even goes to narcissism. Okay? People say, oh, we all have a little bit of narcissism in us. Yeah, you know what? With all the rampant chaos going on, you're probably right. However, okay? However, there are people out there that are still genuinely compassionate. Okay? There's still people out there with a good heart. Okay? And just because somebody's maybe wanting to put on a dress and they're a dude doesn't mean they're evil. It doesn't mean they're a pedophile. It doesn't mean that they're out to abuse children or they're out to do something really heinous. They're just trying to feel comfortable in their own fucking skin. And with the world that's going on right now, with all the chaos going on, we need a hell of a lot more love. We need a lot more compassion going around the world instead of what we're doing. And the people in power should be setting certain examples, and they shouldn't be doing the shit that they're doing. It's disgusting. Okay? It makes you looking like a fucking clown. Okay? And you know what? As far as men playing in women's sports as trans people, maybe trans should have their own sports. Maybe they should have their own category in the Olympics. Right? So the women get their own category, the men get their category, and the trans get their category. And the trans, they can also offer into the gay community as well. Right? If they want to have a straight washroom and a gay washroom, by all means. If they want to have a woman and a man washroom and a trans washroom, where the trans people, they can be trans, gay, LGBTQ community, they get their own bathroom, then fine. Everybody's happy. Okay? Everybody's happy. And you know what? The colors of the rainbow. Doesn't matter fucking what color you are. We should all be included in this. We should all be included and respected for who we are. I don't care where you come from across the world. As long as you are kind within your heart and you have compassion and you're not out here looking at anybody or doing anything stupid, you know, you should be able to be in your own skin and be comfortable and safe to do so. Instead of wishing the aliens would come down and beam you up. So that's my 2 cents. And if you don't like me for it, you can unsubscribe me. I really don't care. Okay? If you're on board with me and you are affirming with me that everybody deserves a space to feel safe and to live their fucking life, then great. You know, along for the ride. But if you don't want to be a part of my crew, you don't have to be. You can just keep scrolling. Don't fucking hurt your thumb on the way out. Okay? I could care less. I really could care less. I'm not here to get the subs. I'm not here to give a shout out to get a fucking sub from you. Okay? I'm not here for that. I'm here to provide a message. A sound message. And if you don't like it, not my fucking problem. Bye. Have a nice life. Don't let the fucking door hit you on the way out. I've said my piece. That's it. That's it. That's all. Everybody should have a life. And people are asking me, oh, are you for the Palestinians? Are you for the... Everybody deserves a fucking life. Everybody deserves to be able to feel safe in their own country. They shouldn't have to be migrating to other parts of the country, putting other parts of the world in jeopardy because they don't feel safe at home. You should be able to be safe at home in your own place. It's 2025 and we're still blowing places up as if it's a thing to do. Like, it's 2025. Whatever happened to unconditional love and understanding? Whatever happened to compromise? Whatever happened to working as nations together, as team, to get something beautiful to happen? Like, when are we going to put that shit in the past? This is the big question. Are we going to continue playing in the fucking playground like a bunch of kindergarten students? Or are we going to actually grow the fuck up and start acting like adults? That's my big question. Because you know what? It's a bunch of freaking school kids right now around the world acting stupid. You should know better. You should feel better within your heart than what you are. It's disgusting. Like, give your fucking heads a shake. I've had it. Absolutely fucking had it. And the thing is that I don't get is that everybody has the masculine and feminine about them. Okay? How do you expect a father to nurture his family without the feminine aspect? How was Pocahontas supposed to stick up for her tribe or for her family without the ability to be a warrior? Okay? How are women supposed to go to work and not have any type of masculine energy or have masculine kind of strength within them? The masculine and the feminine is actually an archetype, the same as any of the other ones, okay? And that brings me to this deck here, right? The Wild Unknown archetype deck, okay? There's so many different archetypes. There's the healer, there's the queen, there's the king, there's the maiden, okay? There's the duke, there's the page, even tarot. You've got your queen, you've got your king, you've got your emperor, you've got your empress, okay? Your emperor and your empress are all 4 queens, all 4 kings, depending on the gender, right? But there's really no gender in tarot. It's an energetic archetype that everybody has. We can invoke these archetypes into our reality, into our life. We can become the magician and manifest our best life. We can invoke the hermit and go within our subconscious and shine that light, find that light within us and shine that light for others to share wisdom. You know? So, like, who are these people to judge people because they're on the opposite side of the spectrum and all they're trying to do is feel comfortable in their skin? You know? It boggles my mind. Like, we're not out here bitching and hollering at the tomboys. The girls dressing up like boys. You know, we're not bitching at that. But somehow, some way, a dude in a dress has just got somebody just way out in left field. Bullshit. It's bullshit. And they're just trying to feel comfortable in their own skin. And I get it. Yeah, you probably don't want some weirdo, so to speak, you know, looking weird and having to explain that to your kids. Well, you know what? We're in a world full of many different nationalities and many different people. Okay? We've got people dressed up in costumes. We've got people with different types of kink, right? That like to go out and walk the streets in their kinky ass bullshit. You know, you don't see it every day. No. There's days that you do, there's days that you don't. You know, but people should be able to be respectable and live their fucking life at the same time. So, it is what it is. Can I get a collective message for my beautiful tribe? What's the message for my collective? Seven of Feathers reverse. So you're getting 7-fold blessings coming back to you. 2 of Crystals. Things are balancing out. You're rising to the top. 10 of Shells in reverse. So maybe there's not so much love there. But the Eight of Crystals, something's falling apart. Queen of Acorns in reverse, somebody's being very vindictive, falling apart. The Emperor in reverse, so somebody's looking like they're out of control. Justice in reverse, Ten of Crystals, and the Chariot in reverse. So there's some sort of injustice, there's some sort of Chariot, so no movement to a Ten of Crystals. The King of Feathers, logic and truth, about a Queen of Acorns in the reverse. Eight of Crystals in reverse. So something about a vindictive Aries is falling apart. This is a female. The Emperor in reverse. So this is very uncontrolled, manipulative kind of energy. Ten of Shells. There's no love here, clearly. So there's definitely no well-being, no blessings with this Ten of Cups. The World. There is fulfillment, so celebration coming in. A rising. It very well could be a new... it's kind of given a new level. There's going to be balance and adaptability. And there's definitely some sort of resources coming in that have been long awaited by the looks of it. Can I get more on the Chariot? Ten of Cups. So there's some sort of Ten of Cups that's not happening. Justice, reversed. Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So there's a lot of injustice with this particular Queen of Acorns. Both times, Queen of Acorns, Queen of Wands in the reverse. So there's definitely some sort of injustice happening with this very vindictive person. Knight of Wands as well. Ten of Crystals. We got the Ten of Swords with the Ten of Crystals. Justice in the reverse. Again. So somebody's not getting something. Something is happening to where it's not happening. By the looks of it. King of Feathers. King of Feathers. We got the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So, there's some sort of, you've been speaking truth. Whoever you are, collective, you've been speaking truth. This is a thing, right? And, I don't know, somebody's not liking it. Somebody's not liking the fact that you're speaking truth. Knight of Cups, they're not all that stellar about this whole idea of you speaking truth. They think you're very uncompassionate because you're speaking truth. Okay? Queen of Acorns in reverse. Yeah, the Moon. So this bitch is actually causing illusions. She's casting illusions here. Eight of Crystals, reversed. Page of Swords in reverse. So Eight of Crystals, so she's throwing lies. She's casting illusions and creating lies. Eight of Crystals. The feeling I'm getting with this is because she's casting lies, it's like she's trying to ruin something that you're building. She's trying to discredit you for who you are. She's trying to discredit your talent. She's trying to take away your determination and progress. She's trying to ruin it by spreading lies. Okay? She's trying to take away your independence. Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. What do we got? With the Emperor. Yeah, the King of Pentacles. So they're trying to take away your independence. They're trying to take away your stability. They're trying to take your ability to stand on your own 2 feet and be grounded and have prosperity, right? The King of Pentacles is a very, very stable individual in the upright. Very unstable otherwise, okay? And they're trying to make you look like you're out of control, like you don't know what the hell you're doing, that you're just kind of delusional, okay? And they don't like the fact that you're, this is the case, right? They're trying to project this onto you when you're not even like that. What's this? 10 of shells. Yep, 3 of wands. So just continue focusing on what you need to focus on. You're not hurting nobody with what you're doing. And if you're triggering somebody with what you're doing, maybe they should be thinking why they're being triggered. Okay? But be patient, because some sort of blessings, I don't know, your ships are coming in, right? But I'm thinking what this is this is defamation of character. And the 10 of shells here, I don't know. It's like they're trying to discredit you, right? To your family. They're trying to get your family on board to discredit you, to get you to not have these blessings that coming in for you. They're trying to keep this from you. It's like giving me like they want you to suffer. They want you dead in a ditch somewhere. What about the world? The world. Queen of Cups and 10 of Pentacles on its side. Right? So they want to put this 10 of Pentacles, the stability, the ability for you to be compassionate and loving, to rest. They don't want you being able to be stable. They don't want you to be able to open up your heart or be balanced with your heart or be compassionate and loving to someone else or even yourself. They don't want you in this energy. Right? But here you are, you're getting some sort of celebration and fulfillment out of it anyway. Because fuck that. You're working on something beautiful. You're being courageous. You're showing compassion. You're moving forward anyway. All the while, they're trying to cast illusions on you. Right? They're probably jealous. What's this 2 of crystals? Yeah, they're trying to take and bring conflict to your balance and your adaptability. Like, give me a break. I kind of want to ask for another one. 2 of crystals. Is there any more information on the 2 of crystals? Yeah, they don't want you to have any balance to move forward. They want you to continue in choppy waters. Okay? They don't want you to have any stability, no attainment, right? They want you to stay working and working and working, exhausted in choppy waters. Okay? 7 of feathers reversed. Yeah, you're peeping this. You're high priest, high priestess, and they're messing with the wrong one. Okay? They're messing with the wrong one because you're reading them. Okay? You're reading it. You're bringing it all out. This is why they're trying to defame you. They're telling people that you're lying. Meanwhile, you're telling the truth. Like, who the fuck are they? To discredit you and defame you? No. They're trying to ruin you, is what they're doing. But you got 7-fold blessings coming in. All of their strategy to come up against you is backfiring in their face, and that's why they don't like it. Right? Because they don't want you moving on to calmer waters. But that's not something that they can tell you. Or that's not something that they can dictate to you. Right? Because you're not even in their life. You want nothing to do with them. Why are they harassing you? Leave me the fuck alone. Stop watching my show if you don't want me to read out and tap into your energy. I don't want to be tapping into your skanky ass energy to start with. Right? So if you don't want me reading your shit, if you guys don't want me, tapping into you, don't watch me. But no, you got to watch me. You got to be nosy. You got to find out what I'm saying. You got to find out what I'm doing. You want to know what I'm doing. You got to know. That's all you should hear. Get the hell out of my energy. And stop giving me a fucking headache. It's your headache. Keep it. Yeah. This is a past energy. A past familial energy that does not want to walk away. That does not want you walking away. It's like you're their slave. You're their fucking scapegoat. You're their abuse bunny. Right? They feel entitled to your energy. They feel entitled to your destiny. And they want to wear your skin. They don't want you walking away emotionally or anything from this. Right? They're sadistic, manipulative, abusive pieces of shit. And you're trying to walk away from them. And they are making it literally impossible. They're messing with the wrong one. Okay? Because this whole thing is going to end real fucking quick. If they want to meet the Reaper, they can continue to fuck around and find out. And I'm getting that there's death magic, death spells, all this shit, and they're trying to project that shit onto you. Saying that you're the one doing the death magic, when all you're doing is return to senders. Okay? You're not doing death magic. If anything, you're doing protection spells. That's the worst thing you're doing, is protection spells. That doesn't require any death magic. It doesn't require anything like that. So, they best check themselves. Right? They best check themselves. Yeah, it's coming in quick for them. Right? They think they're coming at you. They're strategizing on how to end your fucking, end your rebirth or end anything from you. It's coming in quick, right? And they're even celebrating this. They've got a third-party bullshit going on with this, thinking that they're clever, right? And not only are they've got these other third parties in it, and they're actually putting these other people's lives in jeopardy too, whoever they're involving into this, right? Because if you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected by the divine, they got another thing coming. This is the way it is. Okay? And the thing is about the devil, okay? I don't play with the devil. Okay, the devil knows better than to fuck around with me. Why? Because I know the devil plays games. Okay? The devil casts illusions. Anything the devil offers you is a bunch of fucking bullshit. Okay? Don't ever accept anything from the devil. Don't ever accept anything from a demon. Don't ever accept anything from a narcissist. Okay? Because they're riddled with demons. If you know a narcissist, they've got an entity attachment. And it's usually a devil. And it's because they don't believe in nothing. Right? They pretty well sold their soul to the fucking darkness. And this is why they're so conniving, sadistically evil. Okay? And it's a real shame that they pretty well sold their fucking soul. Okay? But that doesn't mean that you have to. Okay? And again, I'm going to say it, I'm going to keep repeating it. I will rip the fucking eyes out and the face off of its fucking demon before I will ever sell my soul. Okay? And that's the way you got to be. It's the way you got to be. Okay? They can eat rocks for all I care. And, yeah. Ask the divine for protection. Give your life to the divine, because I guarantee you, not only will the divine save your life, okay, the divine will protect you in ways that are so miraculous, you'd never even know. You'd never even guess. Okay? I've had a life flash before my eyes. I was even in a tow truck accident where I could have been done. I could have been done for. Okay? And it's funny that I had an inkling and a nudge to put my window down. And I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I would have had glass all in my face. The worst thing that happened is I lost all mobility of my arm when it happened. Right? I couldn't wipe my ass. I couldn't write my name. I couldn't pick up a coffee cup. I couldn't play my guitar anymore for like a good 6-7 months. 8-9 months. And I still get issues with it every once in a while. But that same day, out of the adrenaline, after the window was shattered and the tow truck got backed off, I jumped literally right out of the fucking window. And then I went after the tow truck driver. But thankfully, I held myself in my composure, and I didn't snap. Because I had enough adrenaline, I would have knocked him flat out. But I didn't. Okay? I didn't. Because it wasn't worth it. Despite he basically tried to fucking kill me, it it wasn't something that I was going to pertain to, right? But yeah, so I know I had angels with me that day. Archangel Michael, okay? Call on your angels. Call on your angels. Believe in yourself. Give yourself up to the divine. Give your vow to the divine rather than the devil. Devil ain't going to do shit for you. Okay? The moment that you figure that out, the better it is. Okay? I don't give a shit what they're offering you. They could be offering you fame like all the fucking idiots in Hollywood that sold their soul to the devil for fucking fame and fortune and all this other bullshit. Give me a break. You're a bunch of fucking loser sellouts. You know, jump in your fucking astronaut rocket and get the fuck out of here. You know what? Actually, jump in the rocket and do it for real this time. You know? And leave us alone. Let us bring peace back to the planet the way it always should have been. You know? That's the way it is. 22 for 22. Let's see what that angel number looks like. 22, 22. Angel number meaning. What have we got? Joanna Sacred Scribes is one of the... I like checking it out. She's got a pretty good breakdown of the angel numbers. I'm going to scroll down here. Yeah, so angel number 2222 encourages you to take a balanced, harmonious, and peaceful stance in all areas of your life. No matter what circumstances, trust that everything will turn out for the highest good of all in the long term. So do not put your energies into negativities such as fear or worry, but rather be aware of all that is working out by spirit for the highest good of all involved. With positive affirmations. Visualizations and a firm belief in yourself. You will manifest the best of outcomes in all areas of your life. Maintain your connection to the angels and the universal energies and listen to your intuition and angelic guidance. Does that got nothing to do with the fucking devil? Probably not. Angel number 2222 reminds you that nothing happens by chance and everything happens for a reason. Maintain a positive attitude and a strong connection with your higher self, and you will find that everything you have will have positive results, and you will receive abundant blessings of many kinds in divine right timing. Keep up the good work you are doing. Keep up the good work you are doing, as the evidence of your manifestations are coming to fruition. Keep the faith and stand strong in your personal truths. Angel number 2222 also reminds you that love is the most important thing of all, other than authenticity, okay? Because being an authentic energy represents the fact that you love yourself and that you love others, and that you're in this unconditional loving energy, being in your authenticity, okay? So, loving yourself is the key ingredient to good health and well-being, and love of the self, others, and of life connects you with the energies and prosperity of the universal energies. Self-love brings self-expression and allows for creativity and fulfillment. Love yourself and love your life. Okay? So, stand in the light of the divine light that's within you. Okay, that's no false light. All right? That's not a false light. When you're being casted illusions, that's the false light. You will know deep within your heart and your soul whether or not it's a false light or a real light. Because you'll get the red flags if it's a false light. You'll get the green flags if it's a good light, if it's the real light. And the thing is that when you know the light that's within you, that divine light that gives you life itself, when you recognize that frequency within you, you can recognize that frequency in others. You can recognize that frequency all around you. And when you can attune to that frequency, nothing will stop you. Nothing. So that's your message for today. I'll probably be on later tonight. We'll see. Who knows? But if you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself. So that way, you can be good to others. And I'll catch you in the next video.